Hi friends, it's Star Thrifter, and I have another thrift haul to share with you today. The only thing is I don't know if it's bread and butter brands or if it's more nicer brands, quicker sell-through rate. I got my bags mixed up. Anyhow, we'll get right on to it. If you've not watched any of my other videos before, I sell on eBay and I also sell on Poshmark, full-time reseller. And we'll get right on to it and see what we got going here. Let's see here. I got them in bags again on the floor. And I know I have one cool looking soft surrounding piece come up, and I also have another cool piece coming up. You'll have to check it out. It's a COOGI, but it's not what you think it is. Anyhow, I picked up some cashmere this time, and this is just Charter Club, and I think it's a 2-ply. And even though Charter Club is not really a brand for picking up, but it's cashmere, and cashmere still sells even if it's not a big name brand. And this is purple too, and this is a really nice cashmere sweater, but that's Charter Club. I'll have to do comps on this. I really don't know on this, but I'd like to say, if I was to guess, maybe 25 to 35. I'm guessing on that. Now if you get the cashmere and it's some of the more known brands or higher end brands, then it's can be worth a lot of money. This is Bella France, and this is cashmere too. I do not know this brand. I'll have to look this up, and this could go either way. This could just be a regular brand, or it could be more of a high end that I haven't heard of. But it's also cashmere, and it's really pretty. This is also very nice, soft. It has this cute little scallop, collar on it. But that's the brand there, Bella France, and maybe it's just Belle because it's not an A on the end. It's Belle. Belle. But anyhow, I'll have to check comps on this. But that's a nice piece. Most of the pieces I pick up for $1. I think both of these were $1 because let's see. Well, I buy at 2 different stores, and I can't remember what that one might have been $1. I think it was Yellow Tag this week. Yeah, it must have, because this is a Yellow Tag too. This is One World, and it's this is actually a 2XL. One World does sell One World and Unity in the plus sizing usually. The lower size is a little bit harder to push, but this is very nice. A lot of times it's just like a boho top, but this is a very nice cardigan. Hopefully it will sell and be trendy enough for the people that like that brand, because usually it's like a boho top, but it's One World, and the fact that this is going to be heavier too. This is probably going to have to go priority. And you want to make sure when you're picking up brands that are heavier that it's worth it, because whether you charge shipping or whether you have shipping built in your price, you still have to cover that shipping cost. And even for a padded flat right now is, what does it cost us, around $8.20 or something through eBay? You figure $8 or $9 just for shipping. And the customer's going to have to pay that one way or another, whether I charge for shipping separately, and then the price of the item. And you just got to kind of remember that when you're listing or when you're picking up items to, sell. This is a nice one. I did pay regular price for this. It wasn't on sale, but they only had $3.99 on it. It's Rag & Bone. However, Rag & Bone is a high-end brand, but I think some of it's been sitting lately. I've heard another reseller mention that. Still a nice high-end brand. I don't know, because this is sparkly. I don't always do really great with sparkly stuff. And I may have something like this already listed. I don't even know, but it seems familiar, But that's Rag & Bone. And that's been a really great brand because it is high-end. But, I figured for that price it was probably worth it. Hopefully it is. I love this brand. I love it. It is Barefoot Dreams, and they're incredibly soft. This is a cardigan, and they used to sell very quickly for like $50 or, around that price range. Lately, I've been noticing they're sitting a little. I have a couple pieces listed. However, have you heard anything about not listing Barefoot Dreams on eBay? Write in the comments. I had heard from another, I was watching another thrifter, and they had mentioned that. I went and looked through the veto list, and I didn't find them in the veto list unless I missed it, but I do know that there is a lot of things that you can get a veto on that's not on the list too. And but anyways, I can list it on Poshmark, and I don't know about listing it on eBay. I don't like to take a chance on that. But Poshmark, doesn't have quite not near the volume of, buyers, but it's still, I do sell stuff over there. And yeah, I list on there too, but it's Barefoot Dreams, and it's incredibly soft. It's such a great line. It really is. This is heavy, and this will have to go, priority, but of course on Poshmark everything goes priority. Yes, this is the bag of my little bit nicer stuff, I guess. I set this stuff aside. The other bag might be more of the bread and butter. This is Madewell. I waited for this to go to $1 because Madewell, you got to watch spending a lot of money on. Some pieces sell nicely and a little quicker, but some don't. Some of them's not extremely expensive to begin with. And with it being winter, summer now, and this is a winter item, I waited till it went to $1. One thing nice though is I will be looking. It's got like high slits on the side. It's a cute sweater. Oh, okay, they didn't cut it off. I thought they cut it off, but it'll have the year and the style number. And, on the very bottom, and I know it's blurry, I can't get that to show clear on there. But anyways, maybe if I held it back further, I don't know. But I use that to get keywords. And like I always say, don't use stock photos on eBay, that you find when you're Googling that, because you can get in trouble for that. I know a lot of people have them, and they use them on eBay, but you're not supposed to. On Poshmark, use your own discretion. This is, I was super happy to find this, and I paid regular price. I think they're sweaters. I think they're either $5.99. Or they could be $7.99. I don't think they're that much. But anyhow, it was worth it. It's a Lululemon sweater, and I don't come across the Lululemon sweaters very often, and it still has the tag attached. Usually they're not, they're rip-out tags, and it still does, and that means that is just awesome because it will have the size and everything. Now, the Lululemon, like, tank tops, they've really went down in price, and they don't sell not near as quickly, but the leggings still do, and, other pieces in the jackets, surely they probably do. But this sweater, I was really happy to get that, and I'll have to try to look that up for the style. And then, I don't know comps on that. That'll be an interesting piece to list. Let's see, get my other bag here. Yeah, I got them on the floor again. That means I got to reach. Yeah, these are my nicer items. I don't know what happened. Okay, I guess this is more of my nicer brand or higher on brands and quicker sell-through rate. Thrift haul. This is Soft Surroundings, and that's not high-end, but it is nice. I waited for this, I think, to go to $1. It's actually very pretty. It's got these zips on the side with the lace. Isn't that adorable? I think the zippers do work, too. Soft Surroundings also has a style number. I look for keywords on that. I mentioned in my video yesterday, I have a lot of Soft Surroundings. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that I've mentioned that other resellers say, it's their bread and butter brand, and they really like it. And I had mentioned many times that it kind of sits, What I've been finding is, I think it's probably best, not that the other sizes don't sell, but they sell quicker if you go with now this is a small. This might sit for a while. Large and above, especially plus size. Oh man, if you get a plus size, of course, but even large and extra large. And then I think maybe, I was pricing too much. Soft Surroundings, I think, used to go for more money, it seemed like, a few years ago. However, now I'd say an average price would be around 20 to 29. That maybe, but some might sell for 15. And I think maybe I was just holding out for, more. But anyhow, I've been kind of working with that. And this is a new with tags, and that's the only reason I got it. I don't pick up Ann Taylor otherwise. Very rarely, and even new with tags rarely. But this is very nice. It's a size 12. That means it's a little bit bigger size, and it's not like a 2. And it's kind of like, it's not exactly tweed. It's more of a knit, but I know tweed was supposedly still popular, but it's just a shell dress, and I don't think it had any belt. It doesn't look like it. And with it being new with tags, and I got this, I think I got this, oh no, I got this for $1. Yeah, it had both tags. It had 2 different color tags, and I asked the girl, I said, which one you want to go with? It was the $1 color one, and then they had another color that wouldn't have been $1, and she says, well, we'll go with $1. But it's Ann Taylor, and I'll have to do comps on this. I do know, even if it retails for a lot of money, remember, whatever is on the manufacturer suggested retail price, the stores even a lot of times run sales and sell it less than that too. But on eBay, you'd be fortunate to even get half, it seems like, on a lot of them. But anyhow, that's just what I have found. This piece is This is a nice piece. This is a Free People, and some of the Free People dresses can go for a little bit of money. Not all of them though, but this is very pretty. It's like kind of like a crepey or something, but it's got all this embroidery and like detail here. It's a Free People. What I'll do is I'll take a picture of this, and then I will use Google Lens on my phone, or I guess you can Google Lens, and then I'll see if I can, it brings up, other ones like it, to see if I can get any style, keywords to use for it. Because on Free People, I haven't found any style numbers on them, but that's how I usually do with those, is use that. This is, I forgot what this is. This was new with tags. Another One World that I had earlier, that sweater. But this is a new with tags. It's more of a crochet. And this is an extra large too. Very boho. It's not as bright orange as what's showing on there, but it's got a lot of fringe on the bottom. But it's new with tags. They got a neat little tag here. I haven't ever seen that. I probably haven't ever had this brand new with tags that I know of. I don't remember if I do, but anyways, it's the One World, and would that be an extra large? Hopefully that'll be a nice sale. But when you're selling clothing, the majority, if you're doing volume, and with clothing, usually you got to do volume, unless you want to go with strictly high-end, stuff, and you're spending more time on your thrifting than you are on maybe getting a volume numbers, per listings per day, because you got to go to a lot more places. But, the average thrifter, how many high-end pieces or quick sell-through rate pieces do you find each time you go? And if you're listing 7 days a week, how many items are you listing a day? I do 20. I'd like to do more than that. I probably should do like 30 or 40, because that would meet more of the goals of what I would like. However, even with the bread and butter, you got to make sure that they're brands that's going to sell and not sit for a super long time. And I try to go with the quicker, turnover on the stuff. But your average pricing, even some of them really big sellers, and I mean big sellers, they're selling like over $1 million a year. They're selling between $15 and $20. They're not making a ton. They're making a lot off a lot of the average, because they're doing extreme high volume. They're listing a ton a day. They're selling a ton a day. Because the more you list every day, the more you sell every day. Anyhow, this is Spider, if you're not familiar with it. It's kind of like I think it's a motorcycle brand. And I just sold a white one not too long ago of this. And this is more of the knitted one. They didn't go for a lot, but this one I didn't pay a ton for this. And hopefully that will sell. I don't remember how much the other one went for. I think I held out a little bit because it was white and it was really nice. I don't know, but if I was to guess, maybe 20, 30. That's just kind of like a guess on that. That has a little bit of weight to it. It may have to go priority. I have to weigh that. I have a scale. And this is Sundance. This is a great brand. However, lately I've been finding some of the pieces have been kind of sitting a little bit. And but it's a catalog brand. But when I get a thermal, and I did hear maybe the more detailed, like if it's got a lot of embroidery or things like that, maybe it sells quicker for more money. But I think Sundance has a style number. If not, then I've Google Lensed it. But this is a thermal, and it's nice. I've sold thermals before. I had one that I didn't think was really that great. It was like a thermal, and it was more of the thermal material. This is more of a rib top Henley, I guess. It's not exactly a thermal. The other one was, and it was like a bright green kind of with pink roses on it. It sold right away for a little bit of money. But anyhow, hopefully this will sell, and I would have probably paid half off for that. Because when I find some of those brands, I pick them up right away, at the thrift store. Because a lot of times, if you wait for them to go to $1, they could be gone already. Not always. Here's another one, and I've never heard of this. This is probably some off-brand, but it is 100% cashmere. Hopefully it will sell. It's called Future Paradise, but it's really kind of cute. It's gray, but it's got like these hearts going down the sleeve. It's really soft, and hopefully that will sell. Usually, like I said, cashmere will always sell. Maybe not for a ton of money, but it usually always sell, even in some of the brands that aren't that spectacular. Okay, this is the cool piece of soft surroundings that I mentioned, because it's tie-dye, and tie-dye is supposed to be, I think, trending again for this summer, and this is kind of a neat piece. And this is a large, and it's a pullover. But isn't it a cool looking top? I think this will sell. And for some of the new, cooler looking, neat looking pieces of soft surroundings, it's going to sell for a little bit more money. And, possibly a little quicker. It depends on how much you want to hold out, too, for the amount. This is the COOGI, but it's not a sweater. I haven't found one of the sweaters in a long time. I found one or two prior. I think one for sure. And at that time, I don't know, maybe $50. I don't remember how much they were going for. I don't know if they were 80. I don't know if I sold it for 50 or 80. Now they can go for a lot of money, some of them. It just depends on which ones you get. But this is COOGI jeans. I did sell a pair of men's ones not that long ago, and it took a long time, and they were like brand new, and they had a lot of stuff on them. But they were a really big size, and they might have been short. I don't remember. I don't think they were shorts. I think they were pants. These are cut off on the bottom. That could be a problem because it looks like the customer cut them off. They weren't done that way. But with Y2K, 90s, 80s trending, I went ahead and got them. They got extreme embroidery on the pockets, and they also are high-waisted, straight leg, and that's popular. Hopefully these will sell. I don't know what size they are. I don't have my glasses on to see what size they are. Let's see, it's over here, I think, but I can't read it. But I think it's a slim fit. But anyhow, it's got to be straight fit. But maybe at the time that was considered slim. I don't know. This hopefully will be a nice piece. I'll have to do comps to see how much that will sell for, but I think their pants are around $5.99. Anyhow, it was just kind of a neat piece. I seen on the end. I pick up very, very little pants or jeans anymore. Only if it's like a great brand, or I think it's got a great sell-through rate. And not saying that you shouldn't. It's just for my business model. One, for a couple reasons. The more you can list every day, the more you can sell every day. And I try to do volume. And it's easier and quicker for me to do tops and things like that. Pants take me a little longer. However, I have developed a new system that I think is going to be a little bit easier. But two, it's the storing, having enough room to store them. And you got to make sure, because remember, pants are almost always going to go priority, like I mentioned prior. That you got to make sure that the brand is going to be worth it for that customer to pay that, additional $8 or $9 in shipping, whether you have it built in the price or you charge it separately. And those are just things, and, I just didn't ever really study it a ton. I had quite a few pieces there for a while, but I've kind of been slacking off. And I probably should pick up a little bit more, but right now, if I find enough in the other stuff, then I don't. But I seen those, and they were hanging, I think, on the end, or I had seen them when I kind of just went through the jeans a little bit this week, and I found them. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this, and if you could do me a favor and push a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. That always makes me happy. And please leave a comment. I enjoy the comments. And if you like, you can subscribe. I have a ton of other videos up of thrift haul videos and eBay tips and selling tips and things like that. And I list everything on eBay, and I only list certain things over on Poshmark. And I still manually list on Poshmark. I don't use a cross lister for that. I do have a cross lister, which is Flip, and I have a separate video regarding that explains that if you want to check that out. And I only use that for sharing right now. That's just the way I like to do it at this time. Anyhow, hopefully you've enjoyed this. Many prosperous sales to you. Thank you.